In today's video, we're going to talk about a testimonial with one of my clients, Julian. Julian's been in my program for just under 2 months, and we're going to get his experiences in the program and what he likes about working with me.
Where were you before we started working together, man? Where was the swing at? Where was the mental side at? What were you struggling with? Where were you kind of at before we got rolling?
So basically, before I started with you, man, like I was hungry. I'm not gonna lie, I was hungry.
Hmm.
I wanted it, but I didn't have any direction. And
Yeah.
so, like, my mind was in the right place, but
Hmm.
I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the guidance to get there. So, in my swing, I didn't know what I was supposed to feel, right? And but when I started working with you, you taught me the basics, and it's not like we didn't jump into some crazy things.
Yeah.
We just started with the foundation stuff, like
Hmm.
little stuff every single day, building routine, building the muscle memory,
100%.
and uh and the in-person sessions. Those is where we really dialed in, and those where I like where like the progress started to show. Like my first session, I topped at like 91 exit velo, and then
Yeah.
the second time I hit like 100. So yeah, but it's not even about like the number. It's more about like the feeling and like the quality of contact that I was getting in, like
100%.
what I was feeling in myself and like what it was like. It started to click. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah. You had some clarity for the first time in a long time.
That's what it is.
Um, so you talked a little bit about like what we thought you need to work on. Where did comparatively to like what you were doing before, obviously we built the foundation. What did that feel like? Because obviously it was a big change for you. You were jumping a little bit out of the back leg. Like, what were some of those thoughts that you had going on in the early parts comparatively to now, where a couple sessions in person, but more so 4 weeks of online and like where is your head at kind of being able to work with all of these things?
Yeah, for sure. So like in the beginning, like you said, like I was coming on my back leg and stuff.
Yeah.
My lower body wasn't really clean. The move wasn't
Hmm.
clean.
Yeah.
Like I knew what I needed to work on, right? But I
Yeah.
couldn't feel it. And then when I
Yeah.
started with you, you actually showed me what I needed to feel. And then
Mhm.
like through my daily sessions and my daily drills, I implemented that feeling, and then it started to become muscle memory. And I actually got that feeling, and I know what it feels like to do it correctly and to do it incorrectly.
100%. Now, we'll talk a little bit about results. Like, obviously, it hasn't been a ton of time in the program, but I mean, you're about close to a month in.
Yeah.
And let's be fair, dude, like you've made some pretty crazy jumps in a month.
Yes, sir.
Like, like you just, like you said earlier, going from a 90, 91 top to now realistically, like your average contact's like 94, 95.
Yeah.
So what has that felt like to you? Like what have those results meant to you? Where are you kind of at with those?
Yeah. So kind of like you said, like the clarity of just understanding like how I know how to get those good results
Hmm.
and how to like be up there, right? Like
Yeah.
and know the move, know the move that gets me there. And it's not about like copying anybody or trying to be like anybody else. It's like working with you, like you gave me like the clarity and like
Hmm.
understanding that I just need to trust myself,
Hmm.
trusting like the moves and like the feels and the cues that you taught me. And
100%.
those and not trying to be anybody else that I'm not. And those
Yeah.
that's where I feel like that's really where the results came in. Just trusting myself and trusting what you taught me and trusting the feels and the cues that you gave me.
100%, dude. Trust is a huge factor,
Yeah.
right? Like you can work with anybody, but if you don't trust what they're saying, are you really going to buy into it? Never. So it's all about finding that trust in someone that's with you like that you know is going to be honestly on your hip the whole time. Like a big piece of what we do is like, I want you to tell me everything. If you only give me a little bit of info, man, I'm never going to be able to help you as much as someone like you or someone like anybody else in the program that utilizes me. When you
Yeah.
utilize me, that's when we get the most out of this thing.
For sure.
Um, Now, in terms of like experience in the program, so you've never done anything online. That's a fact. So, what was that experience like the first month of kind of going through the program?
I think kind of like I said earlier, like kind of like just like the daily like the online stuff, like that's
Hmm.
where you really get after like that where Wyatt like where you like make my program like specifically for me and what I need.
Yeah.
I think like the daily things of me just doing it, trying to feel it and getting feedback from you and the next day attacking it even more. I think that's just
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? That's
100%.
this stuff comes.
No doubt about it. You get reassurance that you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Like the number one thing that a lot of people have is as questions or more or less an objection to why online doesn't work. It's because they feel like if you're not there, it doesn't help. Well, I'm actually there more.
Yeah.
Like you, it's not like you live close to me either. You're not 5 minutes down the road from me. You're an hour and some change every single time you come down, right? So if we were just doing in-person sessions, and you came and saw me 4 times a month, you spent
Yeah.
8 hours in the car for 4 hours of work with me.
Yeah.
That's not really worth your time, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we could get better in that time frame, but then you have 7 days to do it on your own and not even realize that it's helping. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's no ounce of, yeah, I know that this is perfect every single time I do it. Now, you don't get the perfect out of it in this sense, but you can send me video every single day and tell me, yes, like, yeah, dude, does this work? Absolutely. This is what I would do tomorrow. And
Yeah.
it works just like that. Now, in terms of like who you would recommend this for, like who do you think this program's for? You used a word already that I'm going to say is definitely a big piece of that. Now, I'm going to see if you say it again. Who is this program for?
I'm first gonna say this program's not for people who aren't gonna do what it takes. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, it's a daily thing, where you gotta like push every day and you gotta buy into the program, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're paying you and stuff. We're paying for you for expertise,
Yep.
for your knowledge. So in my perspective, I'm gonna trust you and I'm gonna buy into everything that you say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you're talking about, and if I trust in you, and if I buy into that, then the results are gonna come. I don't gotta.
100%. 100%. Now, I'm going to ask you the word you said earlier. You were blank before you started with me. Is that who you think the program's for? Someone like that?
For sure, you have to be hungry. You have to be.
Yeah. 100%. I think it all comes down to the person that I look for to work with is a younger me.
Yeah.
Like I want to work with that person that is just like you, man. I want to work with that person that shows up every day and is excited to go and work. Because when you're excited to work, that's when this whole game changes for you. Your opportunities go from very little to you have a phone book of opportunities now. And that's what it's all about. Like yeah, we want to be the best player. We want to do this. We want to do that. But at the end of the day, what is this game going to give you back in return? And that's what the point of this program is for, man. Let's see what doors we open and where this takes us, and
Sure.
let's ride that wave until that wave's done until it's gone, man. That's the way to think about this.
Yeah.
Now, beliefs before online training is a big question that I get asked all the time. So for the naysayers out there. What do you say to someone that's on the edge of potentially thinking about online versus just staying comfortable and doing the in-person side?
Yeah. No, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Before this, I kind of felt the same way. I was like on either side, but like I said, if you really like just buy into it and trust in the process, like
hmm
I said, he's gonna be there with you every day. It's not just like once a week, once every 2 weeks. Like he's
hmm
every day, and like you give me feedback every single day.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like the day I work on something, right? I send you a video, you give me feedback, and the next day I work on it. I keep drilling it until it becomes like a routine and becomes who I am and who my swing is and who
hmm
what my hitting is. You know what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. Well, I don't think you could have touched on it any better. I know we're shortened to the point, but like that's exactly what it is. And I think a big piece of it is everybody will ask result, result, result. You're paying for a result. 100% you're paying for a result. But really what you're paying for is you're paying to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. That's the ultimate chance of this, right? If you're not willing to be uncomfortable, you're not going to reap the rewards of somebody that is. So, on taking that leap, what I know we talked a little bit on the fence, like let's reiterate that point. So for someone that's kind of contemplating taking the leap, what would be your one liner? What would be the thing to say? Like where you're a month in, where would you look at it from a month ago to be like, hey man, I would absolutely do it again. What would you tell yourself?
For sure. Like how I look at it is like you only have one chance of this, right? You only have one career. You only have one.
hmm
And if you're just out there every day guessing, just doing random stuff, random drills,
hmm
going to do random things, no guidance, you're not going to get anywhere, right? Or you're not going to
100%.
want. So I just say, just go all in. Like if this is what you want, then you have to go for it and you have to do the things necessary. And I think having a guidance like someone like Wyatt, I think that's like, and someone like you, like I think that's really what you need to do. And if you're all in, then you need to go all in. And if
100%.
you're not going to get the results that you want, you know what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. Julian, thank you for your thank you for the testimonial. Anybody that's out there that watches this video, and if you reach out to me from this video, please use the word Julian so I can hook my man up with some cool stuff at the end of this. Every person that I get from this video, I will I'll make sure to send something dope to Julian so we can so we can let him know that he's appreciated and obviously doing everything in his power to take his game to the next level. So if you're someone like Julian, you're interested in this thing, man, reach out to me and let's see where we can take this thing.
Yes, sir.